Welcome back to Apba Baseball Classics, and we're exploring the 1964 season with Payoff Pitch Baseball. I want to thank MetFan1 and Richard Davis for their comments about the infield in rule that can be found on the website for Payoff Pitch Baseball Sideline Strategy Games under the freebie section. So thank you for plugging me in on that one. Let's meet today's starting lineups for the Los Angeles Dodgers at the Philadelphia Phillies at Shibe Park in Philadelphia. First, for the Dodgers, Willie Davis will lead off and play center field. Maury Wills is at shortstop, will bat second. Junior Gilliam will be playing third base. Tommy Davis will hit cleanup and play left field. Frank Howard bats fifth, right field. Ken McMullen at first base, batting sixth. Doug Camilli is the catcher, batting seventh. Dick Tracewski is at second base, batting eighth, and Sandy Koufax is the pitcher, batting ninth. For the Philadelphia Phillies, Cookie Rojas will lead off and not be at second base. He'll be playing center field. Johnny Callison batting second, right field. Dick Allen at third base, batting third. Danny Cater will be in left field, batting fourth. Gus Triandos is the catcher, batting fifth. Roy Sievers at first base, batting sixth. Tony Taylor at second base, batting seventh. Ruben Amaro bats eighth, and Chris Short is on the mound. On June 4th, 1964, this was the day after my mother's 46th birthday, Sandy Koufax pitched a near-perfect game. It was a no-hitter against Philadelphia. He walked Dick Allen in the fourth inning, but he was later caught stealing, so he did face the minimum. And the Dodgers won the game 3-0. We're using as-played lineups, and we're ready for the first pitch. Willie Davis steps in for Los Angeles against Chris Short, 17-9, a good pitcher himself at 2.20 ERA and an All-Star in 1964. First pitch is a 5 in play, 0-1 in play. That's going to be a double for Willie Davis. One of the fastest men in the National League will be at second base, nobody out. Maury Wills. Seven is tough, 90, that's going to be out of range. That is a fly ball to left field. Junior Gilliam. 11 is defense, so that will be test a air rating on the third baseman, Dick Allen, which is air rating's 2. We'll get another 2d10. 36, that is going to be an air on Dick Allen. The air is one base, infield one base, could be an extra base. Let's see, with one out. Let's go E5. Davis goes to third. I want to try to score. Since there's one out, I think I'll hold. One out, first and third. Tommy Davis comes up the bat. Do we want to play the infield in for the Phillies? No, they're going to try to play for a double play. Here's the pitch. 9 is tough. 80 against the left-hand side is out of range. That's going to be a fly ball to center field. Let's see how deep. Let's see. It is a deep fly ball, so Willie Davis will tag up and score, sacrifice fly, and the Dodgers have the first run of the game. That brings up Frank Howard, usually referred to as a gentle giant. He was All-American in basketball and baseball at Ohio State University. 9, tough. 80, out of range. 80 on the left hand is out. For the left side is out of range. So it's a fly ball to center field. That's the third out. We go to the bottom of the first. Dodgers 1, Phillies nothing. Okay, in his no-hitter, Sandy Koufax had 12 strikeouts in that game. And he will start out by facing Cookie Rojas. 6 is tough. 98 will be out of range. That's going to be a fly ball to left field. Rojas is the first out. Only 26 more to go. Johnny Callison. 6 is also tough. 49 against a left-hander will be a base hit. So that's going to be the end of the shot of a no-hitter. Johnny Callison will be at first base. He was a good offensive player. Hit the game-winning home run in the '64 All-Star game against one of my favorite pitchers, John Wyatt, Kansas City A's. Dick Allen come up with 1 out, 1 on first. 5 is patient. 72 is out of range and a ground ball to second base. Possible double play. Double play rating on Koufax is 7 and Dick Allen it is 5. So the 2D6 will have to be below 5. It is not. And it's going to be, let's see which one is going to be out. Ground ball fielder's choice. So Callison is out 4 to 6. Allen goes to first on the fielder's choice. 2 outs. Danny Cater comes to bat for Philadelphia. 10's ballpark. And 13 is wheelhouse. And let's see, let's get another. Well, 76 on Danny Cater wheelhouse is going to be out of range and fly ball to center field. We go to the top of the second inning. Dodgers 1, Phillies 0. Ken McMillan leads off for the Dodgers, up by 1 run. 10 is patient. 72, left side is going to be out of range and a fly ball to center field. 1 away. Doug Camilli. 6 is in play. 53. Out of range. That's a fly ball to the right fielder, Johnny Callison. A good defensive player out there. 2 outs. Dick Tracewski. Callison led the National League in assists from 1962 to 1965. Here's Tracewski. 4 is patient. 47 is going to be a single for Dick Tracewski. It's a C Steeler with 2 outs and a pitcher coming up. You don't want to end up leading off the inning. So he'll stay at first. Here's the pitch to Sandy Koufax. 8 is tough. 25 on the, let's see, he's using the number 3 batting card. Strikeout. We go to the bottom of the second, 1-0 Dodgers. Gus Triandos will lead off the bottom of the second for the Philadelphia Phillies. Came up with the Yankee organization. Not very fast runner. He was not one of Stengel's favorites. He ended up getting traded to Baltimore in a well-known 18-player trade in 1954 between the Yankees and the Orioles. In Baltimore, he had to catch Hoyt Wilhelm, the knuckleballer, which he did not like. They designed an oversized glove with a huge glove for him, and then the league passed rules on the size of catcher's mitts. Here's the pitch to Triandos. It's 12, wheelhouse. 44 on the left side is going to be a long drive. It might be, and it could be. It is out of here for Gus Triandos, tying the score 1-1. And he had power. He only had 8 homers in '64, but he had some big home run years. Roy Severs comes up. He has some power also. Here's the pitch to Severs. 3 is patient. 38 is going to be a double for Roy Sievers. Tony Taylor, Phillies are definitely not intimidated by Koufax today. Here's the pitch to Tony Taylor, 10, ballpark. 87 is going to be in play. Get another 2D10, that's 60. In play is going to be a fly ball to right field. One away. That brings us to the 8th hitter lineup, Ruben Amaro. 3, patient. 48 is just out of range. Ground ball to third base. 5-3. 2 away, and the pitcher Chris Short. Using batting card number 3. 7 tough. 25 will be a strikeout. Go to the top of the third. Score now tied 1-1. Willie Davis steps in for the Dodgers. He started off the game with a 2-base hit, later scored. 11 is defense. Test the range of the pitcher. That is going to be 4. Okay, 0-0 is the 2D10, and that's a rare play chart. Nobody on base, so we'll get a 2D6. That is 8. Another rain delay. So we need another D6. Say rain delay, roll 1D10. If 0-2, the game's rained out. If we go 3-5, we lengthy delay and got to replace the pitchers. 6-9, no effect. That's a 1D. Let's see, that is a 1D10 roll. So we'll just do this with a red die. 9, no effect. Good. Okay, so it was just a short rain delay, and they're ready to take the tarp off the field. And we're on the top of the 3rd inning. Both pitchers will be able to continue in this game. And we have no outs. Willie Davis up the bat. Here's the pitch to Willie Davis. 8 is tough. 71 is ground ball to shortstop. Maury Wills. Maury Wills affected baseball like Babe Ruth did, bringing the home run. He brought the stolen base. When he stole 50 bases in 1960, that was more than any base stealer since Max Carey in 1923 stole 51. And of course, 62, he stole 104 bases. 11 is defense. 70, let's see, okay, defense is air check on the left fielder. That is 3 for Danny Cater. And then we got 1 through 43 will be an error, but he makes the catch. 2 away. Junior Gilliam. Ten, 3. 10 is patient, and 3 is going to be a walk. 2D stealer. Triandos is a 4-arm, so that would be C4 if he wants to try to steal, meaning, excuse me, D4. And then on the fast action cards, that would mean he is D4. Chances would be normal. And I think he'll try it. There goes Gilliam. So normal, stolen base, possible error. Okay, that means that we can pick another D6, and if it's higher than the catcher's E rating, he'll go third. Triandos is a D1 defensively. It's a 4, so it's a wild throw in the center field, and Gilliam will be on third with 2 away on the error on the catcher. So there goes Jim Gilliam making things happen. He wasn't the most talented player out there, but a smart player and knew how to win. Here is Tommy Davis. There's 2 outs. Infield will be playing back. Here's the pitch from Chris Short. 6 is in play. 56 is going to be out of range, and that is a fly ball to right field for the 3rd out. We go to the bottom of the 3rd, 1-1. Okay, I failed to change the scoreboard. I hate when I do that, but we are in the bottom of the 3rd. Cookie Rojas is the batter. 5, tough. 28's the result, and that will be a base hit for Cookie Rojas. Johnny Callison. Singled his first time up. 7 is tough. 71 is going to be out of range. Ground ball to shortstop, possible double play. His double play rating is 5. Koufax is 7. So 5 or less is going to be a double play. And it is 5, so it's going to be a 6-4-3 twin killing, and there's 2 outs. Dick Allen. 8 is tough, and 6 is a strikeout. We go to the bottom of the 3rd, still tied at 1. Frank Howard leads off for Los Angeles. 8 is tough. 56 is a fly ball to right field. 1 away. Ken McMullen. 7, tough. 15 is strikeout. Here I go again. 4th inning. Doug Camilli, 5. 66 in play is fly ball to center field. So 3 quick outs. We go to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Koufax will face Danny Cater, Gus Triandos, and Roy Stevens. 11 is defense. Check the air range on the shortstop. Maury Wills is 2. And we've got 7. I guess we don't need a new 2D10. We got 79. That is going to be an out. Here's Gus Triandos. Got the Phillies on the board with a home run in the 2nd inning. 11 is also defense. That is air rating on the 2nd baseman. That is Trasuski's at 3. And that is going to be an 8. That is an error on Dick Trasuski, 1 base. E6. Or E4. Roy Sievers. 8, 87 is tough, and that is going to be a ground out to shortstop, potential double play. 7, and his double play is 9, and we got 12. It's not a double play. Let's see what the infield out is. Okay, the infield out says line out double play A, B. Okay, Wills is a C defender, so I'm guessing that's not going to be a double play. Let's get another card, see which runner's out. Ground ball, that DP, A or B. He's still a C. Ground ball plus advance. So 6-3. Triandos goes to 2nd base. 2 outs are in scoring position. Tony Taylor is the batter. 2 is tough. 47 is just out of the range and is a ground ball to 3rd base. 5-3. We go to the top of the fifth inning, score is tied 1-1. Okay, pitching is the order of the day here in the top of the fifth inning. The Dodgers have only 2 hits and 1 run. The Phillies have 4 hits and 1 run. Dick Tracewski leads off the fifth for Los Angeles. We have a .374 that's tough, out of range, and a fly ball to the center fielder, Willie. Center fielder is Cookie Rojas. 1 away. Brings up the pitchers, Sandy Koufax. Not a good hitting pitcher. 10 is Patient, 74. And that will be a fly ball to center field. Top of the order, Willie Davis. 1 for 2, double and run scored. 7 is Tough, 23, strikeout. We go to the bottom of the fifth, 1-1. Dodgers and Phillies are knotted in a tie. Ruben Amaro. 9 is Tough, 33. That is going to be a swing and a miss for strike 3. Chris Short. Using the number 3 card. The A behind the 3 is his bunting rating. 7 is Tough. 72 is going to be a strikeout. That is the 4th Koufax strikeout. And here is Cookie Rojas. 11 defense. 6 air shortstop range. That's going to be 2. 63 on 2 is going to be, he makes the play. We go to the top of the 6th. Game is still knotted at 1. So the Dodgers led off the game with a double. And then Willie Davis advanced on an error. And he was scored by Tommy Davis' sacrifice fly. The Phillies run came on a home run by Gus Triandos in the 2nd inning. Here is Maury Wills to lead off the 6th. 5 is in play, 74. Fly ball to center field, caught by Cookie Rojas. Junior Gilliam. 6 is in play, 36 is out of range. Ground ball to the first baseman, who flips to the pitcher. 2 away. Tommy Davis. Tommy Davis was a National League batting leader in 1962 and 63. He hit .346 and .320, about .323 in 63. 3 is Tough, 23. It's going to be a swing and a miss for strike 3. Chris Short is retired 10 in a row. We go to the bottom of the 6th, 1-1. Johnny Callison will lead off the bottom of the 6th for the Philadelphia Phillies. Came up in the Chicago White Sox organization. And when he retired from baseball, he was a car salesman in Glendale, Pennsylvania. Here's a pitch to Wheelhouse, 56 on the left side. That's going to be a double for Johnny Callison. He is 2 for 3 and has something cooking for the Phillies here in the 6th. Another thing about Callison, he played a 1968 season in the outfield without committing an error an entire season. Dick Allen will be brought up. Do not want to sacrifice with Dick Allen. We're going to let him swing away, even though it is Koufax. And he's not a good bunter. He's an F bunter. So here's the pitch to Allen. Let's see if he can move the runner along somehow. 6 is Tough. 88 is going to be out of range. And it's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop. 6-3. Danny Cater. 5 is Patient. 76 on the Patient side is out of range, and that is a fly ball to center field. So it's going to be up to Gus Triandos, who homered in the 2nd, reached on the errors next time up, if they're going to do anything with this leadoff double. Koufax goes into his windup. Here's the pitch to Triandos. 7 is Tough. 30 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. We go to the top of the 7th, still tied 1-1. Right, I have a 7th inning Trivia question for you all out there. You probably know it. What was the original name of the Philadelphia Phillies franchise? They joined the National League in 1883 along with the New York Giants. What were they known by? We'll have the answer after this half inning. Here's the pitch to Frank Howard. 7 is tough. 88 is going to be a, let's see, ground ball to shortstop. 1 away. Ken McMullen. Chris Short allowed the first batter to reach by a double, and since then he was only allowed 1 hit. Here's the pitch to McMullen. 3, tough. 45 is just out of range. Fly ball to the right fielder, Johnny Callison. 2 away. Doug Camilli, Dodgers catcher. 10 is patient. 73 on patient is out of range, and a fly ball to the center fielder, Cookie Rojas. We go to the bottom of the 7th, still tied 1-1.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back, for it's root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old park game.
All right, the 7th we'll have Roy Sievers, Tony Taylor, and Ruben Amaro. Here's the pitch to Roy Sievers. 10 is ballpark. 82 is in play. 60 is the 2D10, and that is going to be a ground ball to the second baseman, Dick Tracewski. 4-3, 1 away. Tony Taylor. 11 is defense. Air check on the third baseman. That's Junior Gilliam. He is a 2. So 1 through 57 will be an error. 33, it's going to be an error on Junior Gilliam, and it'll be a 1 base error. So Tony Taylor goes to first with 1 away. His chances for stealing are fair. Ruben Amaro's the batter, then you have the pitcher, so I don't think there's really any point in stealing second. Here's the pitch to Amaro. It's going to be defense also, and that's an error on second base. Tracewski 3 rating. 36 is the roll. That's an error, and it is also a 1 base error. So there you have it, 2 consecutive errors by Dick Tracewski at second base. How do you deal with that first error, you know? And then they hit the ball right back at you. You do it again. 1 out, first and second. Phillies do not want to take Chris Short out of the ball game. He is a excellent bunter. So he will bunt. And A is a sacrifice bunt back to the pitcher. Runners go to second and third. Okay, we have come to the biggest moment in this game. It's up to Cookie Rojas with 2 out, runners on second and third. Here's the pitch to Cookie Rojas. It's a 7 tough. 56 is going to be out of range, and a fly ball to right field. Ending the threat, we go to the top of the 8th. Dodgers 1, Phillies 1. Dick Tracewski. 9 tough. 60 is going to be 10 numbers out of range. That's a fly ball to right field caught by Johnny Callison. And Short has retired 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14 Dodgers in a row. And he'll probably get his 15th. Sandy Koufax is coming to bat. .859 was the roll. Tough. 59 will be a strikeout. And there's 2 away. Willie Davis. 7, tough. 75 is fly ball to center field, caught by Cookie Rojas. Bottom of the 8th we go. Dodgers 1, Phillies 1. Okay, Johnny Callison will lead off the bottom of the 8th. He's the only player with a multi-hit game today. He's 2 for 3. Here's the pitch from Koufax. 6 is tough range. 67 is going to be a ground out to the shortstop, Maury Wills. 1 away, and Dick Allen. 7 is tough. 43 is swing and miss for strike 3. Second time Koufax has struck out Dick Allen, the young rookie. Danny Cater is the batter. 9 is tough. 98 will be a fly ball to left field. Here we go to the 9th. Dodgers 1, Phillies 1. Both pitchers' fatigue rating is 8 in the 8th inning, but that does not mean they're automatically fatigued. They have to have given up 3 runs or more to be fatigued. And let's see. If he's not allowed 3 or more runs, then he may continue to pitch with his normal ratings until either the game ends or he's allowed 3 or more runs. Okay, Maury Wills will lead off the 9th inning for LA. 5 is in play. 34 is just out of range, and that is going to be a pop-up to the first baseman, and it is caught by Roy Sievers. Chris Short, glad to keep him off the base paths. Junior Gilliam will come to bat. 8 is tough. 42 is going to be ground ball to Dick Allen at third base. Throws over to first. 2 away. And with 2 outs, here is Tommy Davis. 3-21, tough. That is going to be a swing and miss for strike 3. We go to the bottom of the 9th. LA 1, Philadelphia 1. Okay, Gus Triandos, Roy Sievers, and Tony Taylor stand between us and extra innings. Here's the pitch to Gus Triandos. 6 tough. 63 is just out of range. That is going to be a ground ball to the second baseman, Dick Trasuski, who's had a little trouble in this game. He makes the play here. 1 away. Roy Sievers. 10 is ballpark, and 25 is going to be wheelhouse. Get another 2D10, that's 20 in the wheelhouse. There's a long drive. It might be, it could be, it is out of here. A walk-off home run for Roy Sievers, giving the victory to the Philadelphia Phillies 2-1, and penning a not very nice loss on Sandy Koufax the day in real life he threw a no-hitter. We'll be back with a wrap-up. Okay, this is the first game in a long time that we've not had any substitutions during the game. Both teams went with the 9 starters. And in this game, Los Angeles scored, let me make a correction here. Okay, Los Angeles scored 1 run on 2 hits and they committed 3 errors. Philadelphia had 2 runs on 6 hits and 1 error. We have 2 stars of the game today. That's going to be Roy Sievers, who hit the walk-off home run in the 9th inning. He was 2 for 4 with a double and a home run. But this was mainly Chris Short's game. Chris Short pitched a complete game victory, but he went from the 3rd inning where he walked Junior Gilliam with 2 outs toward giving nothing up at all, retiring 19 batters in a row to close out the ball game. So Chris Short, Roy Sievers, the stars of the game. Philadelphia Phillies are the winners. Tomorrow we're going to go look at one of the infamous trades of 1964. A lot of trades, every trade affects ball clubs, but this trade, it helped bring a champion. Thanks for joining us. This is Apba Bryan saying so long and God bless.